Hey, what's up guys? It's QuadraDare, and today we are playing Kalista. I am doing a post-game commentary with a little bit of game analysis, so if you want to see a good breakdown of what's going on with Kalista in the laning phases and in the team fight phases, this is going to be the place to be. Right here we just kind of check out and see where the enemy team is. It is 155, but we don't have to leash, so we head down to lane. And I started with my W because with Blitzcrank being an upfront in your face kind of guy, it helps out with last hitting, and it helps out with doing damage to the enemy champions, because the attacks together will do 12% of the max health. So basically what I'm looking to do here in this lane is just stay passive and only engage when they engage on us. Maybe kind of poke a little bit, but only when I know it's free damage. Ultimately, farming is going to be the most important thing that I'm worried about here in this game. As you'll see all throughout the game, I end up doing the most farm in the game throughout all phases of it. So that's super important. Now we're just trying to last hit. We want to make sure that our minion's overwhelmed. We're going to get our level 2 here. So we could have looked to engage if Blitzcrank was in position, but he wasn't. So right here we're going to just go ahead and start poking, doing more CS. Kalista is a very, very strong champion, in my opinion, if played correctly. But there's a lot of things where positioning and stuff can get into the way. And I didn't have enough Ren stacks on her to kill her there, but it's all right, because we'll get her fed and cocky in the beginning, and that's just what you're supposed to do. So. But I am going for the Hurricane build, this build. So what I basically do here is I get the pickaxe, Berserker Greaves, recurve bow, then I build Bloodthirster for sustain, because the attack damage from recurve bow is phenomenal. It's very cost effective to get the recurve bow, which you'll see here later. But during the lane phase, it was kind of rough early start, because it's a very, very early game. Kalista really struggles, and against the Vel'Koz, who's very bursty, as soon as he hits level 3, he's got quite a bit of damage he's getting laid down in just a relatively short amount of time, which without boots, it's very hard to dodge his stuff, even on Kalista, because mechanically she's just difficult to use. So we're gonna not try to be under the tower here. I do freeze the lane for a little bit, but not the long time that I would normally do it if I was behind to try to catch up. That's what I would do, is I would freeze the lane so that they had to come out so we could set up for a jungle gank. But this time I didn't do that. We just decided to kind of freeze it and press out, worrying about last hits. So right now I do see the enemy Vi is in the mid lane, so we are good to do a little bit more pushing here. Mid lane's going to go through a little bit of a gank there. So now we're going to max our E first, because the Ren stacks do increasingly more damage each time. I'm checking the items to make sure that Kalista is not building too much crazy stuff. She's got a Vamp Scepter, so she's got a little bit more sustain off of her auto attacks, but we do have a level on her, so that's important. Basically what we're looking to do here is just press him under the tower, because like I said, we don't want to be pressed underneath our tower, and we know exactly where she was. So we're going to pick up a kill here. We're not going to get greedy. We're just going to kind of back out to show some pressure. Like I said, we saw Vi in the mid lane, so we can kind of afford to be pressed up a little bit, but now she's not there, so now we're going to have to be looking to get some wards out. And Rengar is getting ready to engage on Yasuo, so he's obviously right there, and so is Vi. So we are going to have to back out here in just a moment. I'm just kind of throwing down some rune stacks and then slowing Yasuo so he can't come in here and do some crazy damage. I'm also going to throw down my W to keep vision of them. And right here, I try to bait out a grab for Blitzcrank and get a kill on Vi, but then the rune stacks that I had on me from Kalista was just a little bit more than I could take. It's really hard to play against the Kalista as Kalista, because obviously if you're in range, you know, you're going to take some major poke, and if they know how to play, they're just going to do some damage to you. So anyway, yeah, right here what I'm getting is the potions, and I'm starting to get my Berserker's Greaves. I've got my pickaxe, so that's good. I've got attack damage and speed, and that's what Kalista scales off of the most, so that's basically what we're focusing on this build.
Our task is unending.
So we have 29 farm, pretty low. We've done a little bit of skirmishes, so that's pretty much what's going on with this. It's 7 minutes into the game, but there's some other good, interesting things that go on here very shortly. So we're just going to go ahead and press out that cannon minion and throw out our Q to basically once you've got a bunch of rune stacks on something, if you throw a Q and it kills it, the rune stacks fly through the thing you killed and it goes to the next closest enemy behind it. Right there, I try to dodge Vel'Koz's skills. And Kalista's Q, gonna go ahead and get out of here. She takes a tower shot. I'm gonna get baited here, I think, a little bit. Popping some heal potions. But yeah, Kalista is definitely doing some crazy. No, I kill her here, but then I die. Yeah, so I got baited pretty hard. It's all right though. It happens. A lot of different reasons to go all in, and that was not a good one. That was a bad one. But anyway, we got 33 farm. We're gonna pick up our Berserker's Greaves, and then we're going to build in our Avarice Blade so we can get some more gold, because we are ahead of Kalista. We're just dying equal trades right now, which is not very good, but our team's actually 4 and 7, and so the gold income that I'm getting, since we're trading 1 for 1, is pretty good to get the items going. So that's 900 gold that I've gotten. Also, it's 900 gold that Vel'Koz has gotten, because he's gotten 2 of the kills and Kalista's only gotten 2 kills. So
What is started?
it's a good spread. We're gonna go ahead and lay down some damage on Vel'Koz, throw out our E, and he's now chunked. Pop a couple heal potions, and what we should be looking to do here is just play passive until our potions heal up a little bit. Lay down, like I said, free poke that we can, and that's going to allow us to get the most out of the lane phase. Because we've got a little sustain, but not as much as the other Kalista. So if we can keep her from farming efficiently, she can't heal up our poke damage, and we can stay out of Vel'Koz. That's the next best thing also. Alright, so we dodge the slow. Some of these grabs that Blitzcrank made were questionable, but then some other ones are really on point, so it just depends on the timing of the minion waves and things to lay down the god hand. But our Fizz is now starting to get pretty big. He's doing some work, and then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look to do this engage, kill here, and then we're just gonna keep on kiting and following up on Vel'Koz. He's got like 9 stacks, so yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Kalista, she can turn a fight around if you've got multiple targets. If you know how to kite and you kite the closest one to you, she'll be able to do some pretty good damage. Vi is now down in the bot lane, but Ranger's coming, so I'm just going to lay down some poke here just a little bit, keep her off the tower from getting these minions because she is melee. So basically just want to keep her from getting any extra gold. And when she tries to escape, Rengar is there. I think we do a little skirmish here under the tower, which doesn't really work out very well, but it's all good. No, actually we back out here, which is probably the better call. I think Vel'Koz actually ends up going AFK this game. He got pretty pissed that he died and we didn't die. So now we're 5-3, so we're starting to get a pretty good lead on the other Kalista. We are going to get the Avarice Blade and then start building the recurve bow, just because the speed and damage now that we're starting to put out is really starting to get noticeable. We're 12 minutes into the game and the score is now 9-7. That means that our team was behind and we're starting to pull it together. We're starting to roll into mid game. So as soon as we get some towers down, we'll start looking to roam. But for right now, it's pretty good lane phase. Blitzcrank is taking a little bit too much harass because he's got all those Ren stacks on there. As soon as he gets the E from, see, there's a whole chunk of damage out there. So now he's pretty much useless for the fight. But I'm going to come out here and pull him in to knock him up. So the knock up that they did was pretty much useless. Get another double kill here because Vel'Koz can't do anything. Once Kalista is dead, we're just going to keep on kiting, using the minions. And then flash over here and dead. Got out of there with the skin of our teeth. It was just really close fight. I ended up auto attacking on a couple minions just for some extra life steal, but yeah, a few. Ultimately that was pretty close call. We're gonna do that a couple more times in lane because they just don't realize that I don't want to engage unless they engage on us, and they'll figure it out. They will. They figure it out pretty quick. And by pretty quick, I mean not at all. So, meanwhile, our build path, we're starting to build the Bloodthirster like I was talking about. The pickaxe is going to go towards our Last Whisperer components, but we have the Vamp Scepter now, so now we've got some pretty good sustain. We can pretty much heal up at any poke that the enemy Kalista lays down, and I don't have to spend so much money on heal potions. And we are now max level on our rend, so we are doing tons of damage. And then we're going to push the lane out, and I'm looking to take the tower and get dragon all in the same push here. Nobody's down bottom. I have no idea what they're doing, so I'm going to kind of body block the wave for our caster minions to kind of get out here. And there's the Kalista, enemy Kalista is in the jungle, and we're just going to look to press the tower here as best we can. They're going to try to engage here, so I'm just going to kind of play back a little bit and throw out some spears. And as you can see, just the regular auto attacks are doing some pretty good chunks. And now Vi is almost useless. Now she's at half health, and she hasn't laid any kind of damage on us. So we are healing up most of the damage. And if Blitzcrank can land a good grab here, that's what we're looking to do. And we're just gonna kite Vi around, kill her, and then come out for the double kill. We are gonna take a couple tower shots because the Ren's slow. But again, we get out of there with the skin of our teeth because we know how much damage we can take and how much we can deal out. So knowing your damage is super important. And right now we're going to sell our Dorn's Blade and get the BF Sword. Good trade-off in damage there. You get that extra 30 damage. So then we end up having a DC, so the internet went out, I guess, apparently. And so once the internet goes out, well, there's nothing you can do. Alright, so now I'm pinging Dragon here. Blitzcrank kills the tower, which is optimal in that situation because we just got a double kill. The jungler's dead. Mid's gonna fall, but we're gonna get the dragon as a trade-off. So this is the first dragon of the game. We've had pretty good vision control on it up until this point. So see all those Ren stacks on there? We're gonna kill that, and then Vi tries to come over and steal it, but it's like, sorry, I don't have smite, but I've got Ren stacks, and then I'm just gonna pull them and kill her as well. Now this was unfortunate. I should have anticipated this was coming, and I could have popped heal, but that would have given me enough time to kill Irelia, but I didn't. I didn't want to waste my heal there. I didn't know if I could actually get out of it alive with 3 people there. Didn't have flash either, or I would have used it. Okay, clearing out the pink. Rengar's gonna come and pick up a kill on Kalista, which is nice. He starts to get pretty big as well.
Nothing shall turn us from our path.
So yeah, it happens. People get DC'd and AFK sometimes, but other than that, we're going to now rotate mid. We've taken our lane. Lane phase is now officially over. We've taken the outer tier 1, tier 2 towers. So we're going to clear this top wave and just stall the game out a little bit until Irelia can come back. Because right now we don't know that the Vel'Koz is DC'd or AFK or whatever. I don't know if he got all butt hurt because he lost the lane or what, but we're gonna go ahead and clear this farm out, and then looks like the enemy team is wanting to skirmish in the mid lane. Everybody's there, so we're gonna clear this and clear the next wave, and then go down into the mid lane. Our Irelia reconnected, which is perfect timing for her to do so. They're pressing in the second tower, and so we're gonna back up here. They do pick up a kill on Fizz, which is unfortunate, but you know, when you've got 4 sieging versus 2, that's kind of tough. So we will pick up the Bloodthirster and go on down into the mid lane, where we see Irelia coming to lay some waste to people. She does get baited in, and Rengar gets really big here. He picks up a nice triple kill, so then we're going to take 2 towers off of this. Ultimately, you want to be cognizant of the amount of enemies that are up, and so right now we know that Vel'Koz is now out of the game. He's rage quit. So we've collectively got an ace, so we've got plenty of time, about 13 seconds to drop this tower. And so I'm pinging it, and we're gonna get the tower dead, kill this Yasuo. I'm gonna continue laying down poke, and then we're gonna get Yasuo because he's just oh, actually, do we get Yasuo? I don't think we get Yasuo, but we do get. I'm gonna pop my heal for Vi or Rengar so we can kill Vi and Yasuo now, and then we're just gonna lay down some deeps. Kite this Irelia around. It's got the Fizz ult on there, and then we'll pick up a double kill here, I believe. Well, it's a delayed double kill, but this is how you want to dive as Kalista. If you do dive, it's not a good idea to dive under the inhibitor tower because of the slow that it gives and the constant damage. But if you do, that's what you want to do. You want to make sure your mini wave's right there so you can get rid of the aggro quickly. We're just going to kite around here. We do take quite a lot of damage from the Yasuo ult, but it happens.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, now we got our static shiv. Or not static shiv, but our hurricane. That's what I was thinking. I was like, did we have hurricane already? No. So now we're going to get the long sword to go as the second component for the last Whisperer. Got a few seconds left. Pick up the long sword, and now we're doing multiple target damage, which was Kalista's big weakness, is that she's a single target. So with the Hurricane, if she can do multiple targets, that allows her to jump easier to reposition. They're going to pick up a nice kill on Irelia there. And Blitzcrank and I were tethered together. So, yeah. I think I used my ult once. We are going to come down here, get the Scuttlebug. I couldn't have made it down in time to save the tower. Or maybe I could have, but tower, yep, see the tower falls there. I probably could have saved it, but I wanted the vision. Scuttlebug. And see that multiple minion wave clear? That's super awesome. It really adds to the damage output that Kalista has. So we're gonna let the teams kind of fight it out in mid lane. It's 4v4, and I'm gonna press bot lane. I don't really pick up on it that it's 4v4 until I notice that we haven't seen Vel'Koz in 2 fights now. So now I'm all like, well, maybe we should do something else. So we're gonna take this tower. They're gonna get a little bit of damage to the minions, clean them up, and we disengage. We do pick up the kill on Yasuo, which is good. So now I'm going to take the inhibitor tower. So now we have 2 open inhibs on the enemy base, and then I'm going to back out after this. I'm not going to get greedy and try to get the inhibitor, because that would be kind of silly. There's 3 up, and there's Vi coming to defend. So we do kite her around a little bit. She ults, and now we can just lay down some damage and kill her. And then we die to Irelia because she's got the stupid stun and stuff. Okay, so we're getting pretty big. We've got the armor penetration now. We've got some damage. We've got attack speed. So we're laying it down. And Kalista, she's not utilizing the mechanic very well, the jumping around and stuff. I don't know if you guys notice. I try to reposition every time I auto attack, so it's a lot harder to land skill shots. We are going to pick up Static Shiv next. And I think that's pretty much it as far as the build process goes. We're 14-6 now, 139 farm. Basically, we've done what we wanted to do from the beginning. Just outplayed, out-traded, and outsmarted the enemy team. So good on that. Now that it's 42-21, literally double. Now we're gonna pick up some kills here. Some pretty good damage coming down. I tried to get there in time, but ultimately KSing isn't really necessary at this point in the game. We are super fed. We're going to take that inhibitor and we're going to go down to the bottom inhibitor. Now is where it starts to get pretty exciting, actually. The game really started to come together, and we get the both inhibs. Then our wave clear is so phenomenal. We're going to start kiting everybody around now, and laying out some kills here. And since we have Bloodthirster, we can heal up a lot of the damage pretty easily. So we're just going to start auto-attacking some of the minions there. We do take a little bit of tower aggro, but it's okay because we're just healing it up. Yeah, see, now we're full health. We're ready to do a little bit of engage here. Looking for an opening. There it is. And Yep. Yasuo's now out of the fight, so Aurelia's there. Blitzcrank's taking a lot of the damage. We'll take out the kill on Aurelia. And I don't think we need to save Blitzcrank, so I didn't use my heal. He's just going to get out. We are going to stick around and make sure that these minion waves are open so that the enemy team has way more coming into the base than they can handle. And then we'll lay down some kills. Yep, there's a double kill there. Back out of the tower aggro. And then Fizz and I are going to lay down the towers. There's Yasuo. I do get pretty low here. Heal baited him, and then pop our E stacks, and then we're good. And now we're going to try to run away and kite. This is ultimately what we want to do. The only thing that would shut down the heal there is a Thornmail. So they did not do that, but now Vi's here. She's looking to save the day. I turned to her, and well, it was a bad decision. I should have probably tried to kite around and expect the Nexus, but it happens. Anyway, guys, that's the Kalista breakdown gameplay analysis. If you like what you saw, you can write a comment in the section below. Give me the thumbs up. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and a Nook. And until next time, guys, GG.
We going.